trust. Mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my shit Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribal. Running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless, cause I only cover the money back.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many, give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On the double.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. He'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big...
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud out of the gun here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davies. Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got her up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. for a right side here, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. Yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Stroud. Out to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
On the option, here's Eckler. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Texans 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Texans 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if we can find a big play downfield.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Los Angeles.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the ice. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Shot, 17.
Going for it with Pierce. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First and 10, it's Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now here's Stroud on third down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was